Welcome to Supernatural History TV, where today we'll be talking about the end time is not what you think, the Red Horseman. We have already discussed the first opening of the seal, and that was the release of the White Horseman. We've talked about who the White Horseman could be and the possible mini apocalypses that have already occurred. If there were mini apocalypses, then how do the other three horsemen of the apocalypse fit in? The Red Horseman.
When he opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature saying, "Come and see." And another horse, fiery red, went out. And it was granted to the one who sat on it to take peace from the earth, and that people should kill one another. And there was given to him a great sword.
The red horse is known throughout the world as a horse of war, but according to Greek words used by John, the actual term used was pyros or pyros. The Greek term of pyros or pyros literal meaning is the color of fire. This is clearly different with the original Greek term for red being eurythros. Further, it can better be described as flickering orange and yellow like a flame. The term pyros is written only 3 times in the original Greek, and one of the occurrences is stated in describing the dragon.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads.
As stated earlier, the term red is not the original term used in the Greek translation. The term sapitros pyro was used to describe the dragon rather than eurythos. In this instance, the term sapitros pyro was used to describe the dragon. This means the dragon has a color that imitates the heat and ferocity similar to an out-of-control wildfire. The horseman's great sword. The Red Horseman was given the great sword to enact the wrath of God, to create wars and rumors of wars. The translations from the original Greek is makara magli, which is not a sword we think today, but a shorter or a dagger of sorts. The makra is a knife that is used for sacrifice or for one to slaughter for food. This kind of sword, according to scholars, was worn by magistrates and executioners. The term great is seen to the term magli, which is defined as larger or longer than the knife, but is powerful and effective for its job. Is the sword of God the Red Horseman that is being sent to cause death and destruction upon the enemies of God, as it says in Isaiah 27.
In that day, the Lord with his severe sword, great and strong, will punish Leviathan the fleeing serpent, Leviathan that twisted serpent, and he will slay the reptile that is in the sea.
This is just one account of God referencing the use of a sword that is used to bring down the enemies of God. Is this sword of God a powerful angel, or even an archangel, or just a powerful tool, or God's executioners? Either way, the sword represents God's judgment upon the world. One could see God's judgment in multiple occurrences. There are multiple instances of God pouring out wrath and judgment upon the Egyptians, the Babylonians, the Assyrians, Moab, Syria, Cush, Tyre, and according to Revelations, the whole world.
If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow, and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors.
There are many mentions of swords and weapons of God throughout the Bible that have different meaning and symbols, such as a bow. Jesus also mentions the use of swords,
In which Jesus says, "Let the one who has no sword sell his cloak and buy one." In his right hand he held 7 stars. From his mouth came a sharp, 2-edged sword, and his face was like the sun shining in full strength. When I saw him, I fell at his feet as though dead. But he laid his right hand on me, saying, "Fear not. I am the first and the last."
Is the Red Horseman an angel of the Lord? Is red even the correct way to describe the horseman? What is the sword that the Red Horseman uses, and why is it so powerful? Little known fact, during the Protestant Reformation, Martin Luther and John Calvin looked at Revelation skeptically, and Martin Luther wanted to actually remove it altogether. Why is that? Answer in the comments below, and remember to like and subscribe and stay in tune for more Supernatural History TV.